Progressive Caucus's statement on the Build Back Better Act. So let me read this, because I haven't. This is news to me. This came out last night when I was in my drunken stupor. So let me get this. U.S. Rep. Pramila Jayapal, chair of the Congressional Progressive Caucus, issued the following statement on the status of the Build Back Better negotiations. Quote, the Congressional Progressive Caucus just overwhelmingly voted to endorse, in principle, the entire Build Back Better Act framework announced by President Biden today. We appreciate the president's leadership and his commitment to getting this process over the finish line. He reaffirmed, as our caucus has month after month, that both the infrastructure bill and the popular Build Back Better Act must move together because they are a part of the same agenda. Today, we are reiterating our enthusiastic commitment to delivering that entire agenda to the people across America. So I'm pretty sure that this is good, right? Like, they're not referring to, like, a more gutted version of the Build Back Better Act, right? Like, I'm not sure, like, because, I wasn't paying attention to this too much when I was out. So I'm not sure if this is, like, they're endorsing, like, the 1.75 trillion version that Biden, like, capitulated to because he's a little loser. I'm not entirely sure. It's not clear, but let me continue reading. The reality is that while talks around the infrastructure bill lasted a month in the Senate, there's only been serious discussion around the specifics of the larger Build Back Better Act in recent weeks, thanks to the Progressive Caucus holding the line and putting both parts of the agenda back on the table. Now Congress needs to finish the job and bring both bills to a vote together. This cannot be accomplished without legislative text that can be fully assessed and agreed upon by all parties, including 218 representatives and all 50 senators in the Democratic caucus. There's too much at stake for working families and our communities to settle for something that can be later misunderstood, amended, or abandoned altogether. That is why the dozens of our members insist on keeping both bills linked and cannot vote for only one. I'm pretty sure this is good. I think this is good. I'm not sure. I wish they would just come out and say we're still supporting $3.5 trillion. Or even say, like, you know, $350 billion every year over 10 years, because the trillion shit is so stupid. Members of our caucus will not vote for the infrastructure bill without the Build Back Better Act. We will work immediately to finalize and pass both pieces of legislation through the House together. So I think this is good, but it's hard to understand, really. Like, it's difficult to really grasp what they're talking about. Because, like, if they're talking about, like, the shitty version of a Build Back Better Act, then what the fuck? But if they're talking about the good version, then that's good. But it doesn't, you know, like, that's one of the problems here, is the messaging from Democrats, especially progressives, is pretty bad. Like, the fact that I followed this shit very closely, but took, like, 2 weeks off because of a medical emergency in my family, and then now I'm trying to get back on the news and I can't understand what's going on, that's a problem. How the hell is an average American going to understand what's going on? You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not entirely sure what the fuck this is, but I think it's good. I think they mean the original version. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. But either way, I just saw this, so I wanted to provide that update because I hadn't read it yet either. I might as well read it on stream and then monetize the clip, right? That's what I'm saying.